You asked me earlier how I came to want to write songs, and it really was a feeling of not being able to play someone else's song adequately. I thought to myself, I need to make up my own songs. If there's going to be a reason people want to listen to me, it has to be not for my voice necessarily, or the way I play guitar, but for my point of view. So I started making up songs really to show my take on things, and I felt like that was the strongest thing I had to offer.
And you do have a unique point of view. You said people don't want to hear how well things are going, so you kind of write about, pain, conflict, whatever. What led you down that path? Because you do write about, as someone trained in psychology, you cut to the chase about relationships and life and things like that in your songs. And I think that's what people relate to so much. I was just curious how you landed on that particular way of writing songs, that particular point of view.
Well, you have to be careful what you say in interviews over the years, don't you? It really, my approach to songwriting isn't really an approach. I mean, I feel lucky to make up anything that holds together from the first line to the last line, and sounds halfway decent. I really, in writing a song, I rarely think about the audience or who the song might reach. It really it's really just sort of self therapy, writing a song. So I've always felt free enough, free in the sense that if you write something you really don't like, nobody ever has to hear it. That's one thing
Right.
you can absolutely guarantee. But I've felt free enough to write about things that I've actually gone through, and to write about, write from real life experiences, not necessarily trying to create experiences. And some songs have more truth in them than others. Some songs start off with a kernel of truth and spin into some fantastical story. But some of my songs are not so much written as they are just written down from things that have happened.
Yeah. Do you know when you've written something that is going to be a hit? Can you tell? Does it feel right to you? Can you tell one from another?
Thank you for saying the word hit. But in a way, I've never had a hit, and that's I've had some songs that have made it on the charts, and I have a few songs that people seem to ask for every time I play. But what's important to me is just to have a song that feels good to me the first time I play it in front of people. I'm not looking for necessarily how the audience reacts, but I'm looking for how if I feel self-conscious playing a song in front of you, then I have to reevaluate that song. But if I feel confident playing a song in front of you, then I feel pretty solid about it.
Right. Well, you're very humble the way you describe all of that, but you've got 4 Grammys, 17 nominations. You've been on the country charts. You've been on the Billboard charts. I mean, you've had a lot of hits, a lot of songs that have done. Just look back decade after decade, you just seem to keep turning up and on both charts. And you'd gravitate away from country, then you'd come back and win those fans back again, and then gravitate away. You just do what you want to do, and people seem to find you.
I have always been lucky to work with folks in the music business who've given me a free hand creatively, and supported sort of how I wanted the kinds of songs I wanted to record, and that's unusual, really. And part of it is, and I appreciate your saying that. I'm so grateful for the career I've had, but if if you have a big hit, for example, you can kind of paint yourself into a corner. People might want to hear something, do us another version of that song, and let's have another big hit with it. You could be subjected to that kind of expectation or that kind of pressure. And I've worked with folks that have helped me to do what I want to do. And that's a wonderful feeling.